Hey, welcome back to even more Minecraft PlayStation 3 Edition gameplay. Today we have exactly the same plan as we typically have. We are going to continue to break down this village, and yeah, that's pretty much all I really have to say about that. This is effectively just a continuation of last time. I have created some monument ideas, so just early on in the video, I want to explain. Since there's not a whole lot of people viewing my videos, that means I don't have really any subscribers, which is pretty cool. I kind of like the feeling of a very, very small channel where it's like just me talking to myself the entire time. But on the off chance that there is somebody out there listening, I am going to be building a monument to my first ever subscriber. So once I see that there are 3 subscribers, because 2 of them happen to be me, I will build a monument to that subscriber. And if I see it's 3 and I don't have like an explanation of who it is and nobody identifies themselves, I will just make the monument anyway and just put down 1 sub or something like that. But yeah, so I don't like to what would it be called, like sub grub? It's kind of funny. Yeah, I don't want to do that, but I thought it would be a nice thing to do. And yeah, I had a lot of fun making some designs in a different account that looked pretty cool, and I think conceptually they make sense, and it's maybe a little bit poetic. So yeah, if you want to see that, go ahead. You might be my first subscriber, or you might not, or there might not be there might be nobody here currently, but that's okay, because we're still going to be having a lot of fun renovating this village, which is the current project. Since everybody is new to the channel still, we are going to be building up a village. It used to look like a normal village, and now it has like 2 houses, maybe 3. I think there's a 3rd one down there, and nothing else. It would only have 2, but this is a house that I actually need, and as you can see, it has a lot of snow. We don't really need all that snow, but you know, oh well. There are also furnaces going with some of my important stuff inside. Probably should put even more in. So we put our stone in. Oh, I forgot to take the stone out. We also have a lot of charcoal, which is good. We got that because we mined a lot of wood in the village, because villages use a lot of wood. Fun fact. Some carpet, a bunch of planks. I think we can keep those in there for now. It doesn't really matter. I don't have to be super organized for this. I know that I have a lot of materials. Now, we are going to get into the actual meat and potatoes. And I decided that I would build the floors. Actually, maybe it's a bad decision to do this, but I was thinking of building the floors out of the ideal stone bricks, which is the palette that I'm using. Oh wait, did I loot this for food? I guess it doesn't really matter too much. Yeah, I guess I looted it. Oh well. Yeah, these villages in the snowy biomes always have food in their chests, because obviously they can't, you know, grow anything out here, so they need to store their food. Thank goodness I came along, because you know, I could actually build some better farms for them, but I can't build better farms for them if I keep talking about building better farms. So we're going to craft some of these stone bricks and start with the floor plans. We should end up with 64 of each. And I don't know if the design is going to stay exactly this way, but we're going to try it anyway. So I have decided that an idea for like this street, like Main Street, I guess you could call it, would be kind of like a shopping district where there's like important buildings on both sides. That's the idea that I have currently. I don't know if I'm going to... you know what? I'm going to try something. I'm going to put the building up right next to the path. This should be 6, so 7. 7 should be large enough for a building to be useful. And you always want to make sure you know how large your building dimensions are, because I always make a mistake of not counting and that makes it so the roof designs are a bit different. And like, if I want something to be symmetrical, it ends up not being, and it's really annoying to deal with. So always count your builds. But I mean, what do I know really? Because I'm not like a master builder, as I like to say on this channel. Yeah, so this is the first step, and the next building I build is going to go off on the side like this. And one interesting thing that I wanted to do is build like a staircase that goes up to the second floor, which would be like a housing area for the villagers. Now, I also have to make sure that this is kind of like an actual functional village as well. Something interesting about the villages in this version of Minecraft is that the villagers require doors, not beds, to breed. And it took me a very long time to figure that out. It actually took me until after the Village and Pillage update was long over. But yeah, that's how the villagers work. It's like they need to maintain 33% of their population needs to maintain itself at 33% of the amount of doors, valid doors, in their village, which is a bunch of like, it's just a bunch of really it's not super technical, I guess, but you know, it seems needlessly complicated, but I promise it's not really. You just need a bunch of doors, and there are some ways to cheese the system, but I don't think I'm going to. I think that's kind of a weird thing to do. Maybe in a different rival village. I think I've said it once or twice before, but I want to, like, potentially destroy all of the villages besides this one, or something like that, because I don't like the idea of having like a large like population over the entire world. I kind of like the idea of like a central population. I don't know if I have to like really describe that, because I think probably you'd be able to understand it if I started destroying villages. But I thought I might just, you know, put it out there that is something I might plan on doing. But emphasis on might, because I think a lot of people, you know, I've expressed some very pro-villager ideals, and it probably would be strange to people if I committed genocide on the villagers in my world after saying things like, oh, I don't like it when people make like these villager slave camps where they have to trade the best trades or get killed or get, you know, zombified, you know, and then, you know, turn around and you know, commit genocide to the villagers. I don't think people would like that, or at least don't think it would make very much sense. Okay, so that is the floor of that building, and these alleys seem very large, but eventually I think they're going to seem not as large. Now this main avenue and that main avenue and this one are all going to be made of like a stone-like material. I thought maybe andesite and gravel. That was what I thought I would put as those materials in the main avenues. Still have yet to really work out those details. Hang on, I'm gonna sneeze. Sorry about that. I should probably give you even more warning, but you know, whatever. My channel, my rules. Now, this building is going to get really annoying. I might have to actually deconstruct this building as well. You know what? I forgot to take a head count. You know what? There are plenty of villages, so it's not super worrying. I do know that there's like at least one other villager in this village. Just not entirely sure where. Probably need to reload these. And while we do some of this more, I don't know, clerical type stuff, I was thinking of explaining my, like, subscriber incentive thing. Again, don't like subgrubbing, but I thought it would be a fun little thing to do, just on the side, you know. like 1 sub, 5 subs, 10, do something special for each. I was thinking of maybe looking at some of the texture pack maps. That's all there really is to what I was gonna say. Not super complicated. I was thinking of just, you know, taking a look at them and technically beating them, I guess you could say. I don't know what this building is gonna even be. I should probably have had a plan for this, but you know what, whatever. Yeah, we're gonna have to destroy this building. I don't see any good way to keep it up right now at this stage. But yeah, so at like a certain amount of subs, I was thinking maybe live streaming, looking through some of the maps and trying to 100% them and get all of the music discs inside of those maps. You know, like the Egyptian mythology, things like that. I don't even know why that was the example I went with, because I don't think I've ever played the Egyptian mythology map. I think one of my favorites was Norse mythology. I don't think we're going to have enough tools to deal with this house. Okay, guess we have to fix that. But yeah, for those of you wondering, I am stalling the progression of my game in order to build up this village, because that's something I really like to do. And I've gone through this a few times, but I guess it bears repeating again, because it's one of my favorite things to do. Yeah, building up villages is a very, very fun thing to do in Minecraft. Actually, it's probably one of the things I do the most in Minecraft, despite not being super great at building. I don't know. I enjoy it. I don't know. I don't know really why. You can turn Minecraft into a town builder game, and I really enjoy that. It's also a pretty simple system for like how the AI and things work. So I don't know. I like it. I like building up villages, and I don't think I need a reason to. Again, my channel, my rules. But yeah, if you want to ignore my videos for like the next 5 videos, that's probably going to be long enough to the point where I like actually build my first diamond pickaxe, because I have diamonds. I always, when finding diamonds originally, I tend to wait until I have like 16 in order to actually do something with them. With the exception of maybe getting a diamond pickaxe to mine up obsidian, because going to the nether is a pretty cool deal, which gives you some interesting materials that you can use, and also is going to be the only way to really make like a campfire for our little snowy town. And I still have to figure out some really good designs for that, because I don't think fire is really dangerous in villages. I think that really goes without saying. But yeah, I can't really use like I don't know. I'm trying to think of a good way to use netherrack in a village, and also making sure that fire doesn't spread to it. I can't cheat in this world. I don't think I can enable host options after creating a world. I never ever did figure that out. But I don't plan on like turning off fire spreads, because I don't want to cheat. That would suck. I want to keep getting trophies, and I want to have like an organic game. You know, back when I used to actually play this, I never played without host options and keep inventory. I always thought that losing your inventory on death was kind of stupid. And then my first ever, like, real Minecraft run-through was when I first joined a server a while ago with a different YouTuber. Because at the time, I was pumping out a lot of music on one of my channels, which has seen a fair amount of success. And so that person knew who I was because of just randomly finding a comment I left on a video about music, and then kind of became internet friends very briefly. And then he invited me to play on a server that he was doing for his channel. And I joined, you know, like I said last time, after they defeated the Ender Dragon, after they did everything like that, and the first thing I did was I started well, I mean, obviously after they gave me the gifts of like a bunch of diamonds and iron and things like that, because that happens in servers all the time, I just left, and I went like, I can't even remember how far I went. It took hours to get where I went. And the entire time since I had the guy on my Discord who owned the server, I kept sending him really, like, cryptic pictures of where I was with cryptic messages. It was really funny. And I was using a shader. And I think that was my first time using a shader as well. Really a strange time. And I was playing it on one of my laptops. I think I was playing it on my MacBook Pro at the time. And by the way, I absolutely love Mac's file system, but everything else about it I really don't like. I still don't really understand the Windows file system. Like, with Mac, it just felt a lot more intuitive. I don't know. Like, it felt easy to understand. Like, if I want to make a folder, that folder feels like a folder and not like a subfolder. But on Mac, making a folder just feels like you're creating a different, like, place for your files to go. It's really hard to explain. But anybody who's used Mac might back me up on this, in that, you know, like, it has an easier file system to understand. I don't understand why Windows doesn't have a file system like that. It's easy for everything to get downloaded and then lost in your downloads folder. And I don't like that. It's annoying. I don't want to lose all of my files just because the file system decides it wants to make spaghetti and I can't find anything that I want to see. You know, save for some of the things that are really, really new. It's really annoying. I don't know why I said anything about the... oh yeah, I was playing on the server. That's what I was talking about. Playing on the server. I can't even remember what my point of talking about playing on the server was. But, I mean, yeah, I went like tens of thousands of blocks away. And eventually they linked me up with the Nether route, and I got not super happy about that because one of my goals in servers is to remove myself from their little society as much as possible. But since they used like a map thing that lets you see players and things like that, kind of ruined the fun. They found me instantly. They're like, oh, why are you out this far? You know, don't you want to stay with us? And I'm like, oh, you know, I'm just out, you know, looking for apples or something like that. And then eventually they found me, and then they, you know, they didn't ever settle towards me, but I don't know. Travel in Minecraft seems to have gotten pretty fast. Also, there's this whole talk about, like, minecarts being updated, which is pretty cool. I think that's really cool. Minecarts are a really cool part of Minecraft. Oh, I need to go to sleep so these villagers don't die. I got caught up in talking about minecarts that I didn't realize these villagers were going to die. Alright, we should probably do a sweep of the area. So yeah, if something bad happens to these villagers, we can just ship them in from other places. It won't be terrible, but it will be really annoying if we have to do it. So, ideally, we're not going to have to. There's going to be enough villagers that they'll end up breeding. But yeah, just in case, we have plenty of villages. In my silent Minecraft videos, I discovered that my world only has one village, which reminded me that it was possible that you couldn't get any villages. Like, it was possible to not get any villages in your world. And I'm very happy it didn't happen in this world, but I'm also unhappy that it decided, oh, you want villages? Let's give you 5. Because I'm pretty sure there are 5 villages in this world, if I remember correctly. But pretty fortunate in the case that these villagers end up going extinct. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I don't really want it to be a square. Oh well, square it is. Alright, we got a lot of cobblestone from that house that we just destroyed. So put that cobblestone in there. And we are just in time to make even more. of our bricks. This entire time, it's been very difficult to make this entertaining, which is why I've been just rambling on constantly about things that probably don't, make sense or really matter. But I'm also trying to entertain myself, and it happens to be fairly difficult because this is the boring part of the process. But it's very important. We're kind of in the planning stage right now, and it's important that we get the things right. So I keep hearing these villagers, but I don't know where they are. Are they just all in this house? I think there might be villagers in this house. I don't know how to get to them. Is there a villager down here? There is a villager down here. We might want to light this up so that villager doesn't get eaten. And then there's a door. Looted that chest. This little gravel pit is going to be a really annoying feature to have to deal with. We might just fill it in with dirt. Take this. And that. Just put these in our chest. And we continue on. So yeah, the idea was to make this into more of a like financial commercial district, I guess. It seems I've also made a mistake. Uh-oh. Now I'm trapped. That. Put these there. Perfect. Okay, so we have 4 potential buildings. I think, 4 buildings is probably enough for these villagers to settle. And I think having something for our villagers to go into at night is probably more important than, sitting around and talking about, like, making a large library. So I think we should just probably make them a house or 2. Because I think we have that within our capacity. So you get a special sneak peek of what the village is going to end up looking like. In style and stuff like that. I think we're going to have 1 layer on the bottom. And the rest will be wood. Can't remember if I've made glass yet. But we are definitely going to need it. Great. Probably just the center. This is a really tiny building. Probably want the floor to be all this wood, because we have a ton of this wood. I think it's going to look like a fairly nice house. Nothing insane, I guess. But I think it's going to look pretty nice. So, might just put a chest there. This is weird and unrelated, but I'm wondering if any of you remember watching, like, the Lego Minecraft stop motions. I think they're called, like, Lego Minecraft Survival, I think. Something like that. I used to watch them when I was really young, and it featured characters that mumbled all of their words, and I can't even really remember what the story was. But I do remember I was very invested in it. and I thought it was very well done. I don't think people realize this. I used to do brick film, which is a form of stop motion where you just take a bunch of pictures and animate physical objects to make it look like it's moving. And with brick film, you have to do that, but with Legos, which is actually a little bit easier than like a clay doll, because if you use a clay doll, you have to actually make it, whereas you can just use a minifigure or a block, and you can easily make it look like it's moving because it's built to make it look like it's somewhat alive. So I used to do that, and let me tell you something. It took and I didn't even do it well. Okay, so I didn't do it well, like not crazy good, but it took me days and days and thousands of pictures to actually get something that looked like a video. It took a lot of work, and that Minecraft brick film series, the videos were very long. There were quite a few of them, and they all looked fantastic. So it must have taken a long time to get those done. So I mean that is art right there. It was very incredible. Okay, now we have to figure out how the roof should look. This is an important part of the process. We can either make it spruce wood, stone bricks, or we can make it a combination of the two. One of my favorite things to do is kind of outline the roofs with like a trim. And the best part about it is that even if that trim is made of something like expensive materials, like stone bricks, for instance, you don't have to use too many. And it looks really nice. So yeah, if you ever want to make a nice looking building with a roof, you can make the roof with kind of like a trim around all of the like main material of the roof that you're using. Just a pro tip. This might not be enough stairs. I wonder if when stairs were put into Minecraft, if Notch thought that they were going to be used as roofs, or if he just wanted them to be used as stairs. It's an interesting thing to think about. So, that. I don't know why, but it feels like the days in this game are faster than they should be. It's very strange. I think I've mentioned that a couple times in this series so far, but it seems like it is going faster, so maybe they are just going faster, and tick speeds are just faster or something. I should probably search something up, I should probably search something about that up. I think I might be onto something here. It's occurred to me that I might be one of the very few YouTubers who even cover this game particularly. And I wouldn't say I'm like a PS3 Minecraft YouTuber, even though that makes up the majority of my videos. I would say I'm just a PS3 YouTuber, because I play a lot of PS3 games. So if you're new here, I guess go check my Gain Ground series. I think I'm gonna probably end up making another one today, because I haven't done it in a while, because I've been all caught up playing Minecraft, that I haven't really thought about it, and I probably should do that. Also, Gain Ground is just a really good game, so I don't know why I wouldn't want to play it. Well, I do know why I wouldn't want to play the current state of my game, because I left myself in a really bad situation. and we might have to restart the game or play something different. I did try playing Echo the Dolphin. I don't know if I mentioned that before. Has a mistake been made? What the? That's weird. But yeah, I tried playing Echo the Dolphin like I promised I would, and as I thought would happen, I could not understand what the game was even about, what it wanted me to do. I had no direction. It didn't explain anything. And yeah, I just could not figure out for the life of me how to play the game. So, yeah. Yeah, I stopped playing it, and I was recording while I was trying to figure out how to do it. And I was trying to make it funny that I didn't know how to play it, and eventually I just got really annoyed that I couldn't figure out how to play it. And I'm like, nobody's gonna want to see this. This is just me struggling with a game, and nobody's gonna think that's fun. So I just stopped playing it, and I did my second Gain Ground video. I think that sounds about right. But yeah, my Gain Ground videos, I've been trying to go through every single age per video. So yeah, it's been pretty fun so far. I have not come anywhere near beating the game whatsoever. You're gonna put a torch in here, even though I'm pretty sure nothing could spawn. Torch goes in there. And we're gonna need to make some slabs. Do you hear any villagers? Oh, there's one. Oh yes, there's also another breeding condition that villagers have to have, and that is that they are fed. And the fact that these villagers don't have farmers, or, well, don't have farms really, is kind of more of the issue. It's going to make it very hard for them to breed automatically, because farmers give off excess and villagers share all the time. But if the farmer isn't getting food, then nobody's going to end up getting it automatically. So I have to end up farming for them or making a farm for them. I think I'm going to choose the former right now. I should have enough wheat to make a ton of bread that would make them breed, but right now there are no doors inside of this village, so I don't think I'm going to do that quite yet. But, oh yes, we're making slabs. 12 should definitely be enough. There's another villager just over there. Hope he's not far enough away from the village to despawn. I don't think he is. There's also a weird, I wouldn't call it a bug, but like a weird observation that people have made about this version's villagers is that typically the villagers crowd towards the southeast point of the village. I don't know if that's true. East. Wait, hang on. That's not true, is it? Yeah, that's west. So east. And yeah. Huh. East. And then south, west, and north. It should be over this way, but there are no villagers over that way. There's really no villagers here at all, which is kind of creepy. Extra black. That means we can make a window there. That should give it a little bit of extra life. At least I hope. Perfect. And this is going to allow for the stairs to go up on this one. That building is going to be a little bit larger than the other buildings. Let's see. What else was I going to do? There's something... Oh, yes, windows. We need windows. Very important. So we're going to need to get some glass. And as I leave, I hope these villagers don't despawn. I might also get some wheat just to see if I can get these villagers to have full inventories in order to breed. I think they only need 3 bread each to do that. And I'm not going to give them any of my potatoes or carrots because those are resources that you can improve. I don't know how much wheat I have. I think I have quite a bit of wheat. Yes, we have plenty of wheat. Especially for a village population of 3. So go here, go to food, craft some bread. Perfect. Also, something I don't think I've mentioned yet is that I absolutely love the sounds that the UI makes in this version particularly. Legacy Console Edition is the only one where the HUD, not the HUD, the like crafting interface and inventory system make the sounds that it does. And I think it's really cool. And it sounds really nice and it's really nostalgic. Yeah, I can't. Oh wait, I was supposed to get. Ah, jeez. I was supposed to go get glass. I don't even know if I have any glass. So he should pick that up. Perfect. Yeah, so I'm gonna have to go and actually get glass, like I said I would, or get sand, which is probably going to end up being what we do. Real quick though, time check. Ooh. That is a lot of time. 37 minutes. We're gonna have to find a better system for doing this. So, yeah, I think I'm gonna have to quit out of Minecraft now, after digging up some sand, explaining what I'm gonna do next time. Okay, sure. So next time, our plan is to do exactly what we did this time, but hopefully faster. And that, you're caught up now. And I only have to get a bunch of sand. And hopefully drown. And now over here is just an ugly mess. But yeah, so I'm going to go put these in to my house's furnace and turn it into glass. And yeah, I think that is going to just about do it for the video. So thank you for watching, and next time we're going to be doing the exact same thing, but again, hopefully faster. So thanks for watching, and I'll see you later.